Meanwhile, we have made our way into the kitchen with someone who not only has the perfect dessert for Christmas in July, she also has the perfect name too. Please welcome back to our home, Mandy Merriman. Welcome back, Mandy. I mean, bringing so much joy and
all the merry things, yes.
Yes. And of course, joining Deb at the counter, Kim and Paige, they couldn't pass up a good dessert. They came running. So, Mandy, this is beautiful. And on your blog, you really talk about, giving everybody the confidence to take on baking.
Absolutely, I do. And so on my website, I really give easy, surefire recipes, really good tips so that anyone can be able to decorate this kind of cake with relative ease for sure.
So you were telling me this beautiful wreath cake, I could do this.
You totally could do this.
Okay, all right.
Got this in the bag. Okay, so this is our gorgeous, this is really beautiful. I love this cake. This is our gingerbread cake, and it has a almond cream cheese buttercream with a little bit of spice in there from the cinnamon, and it echoes this beautiful cookie we make every year at Christmas time. It's my ginger cookie with white chocolate dip in it, so I wanted to make a cake version. So that's where this was born, and then of course we have the Christmas wreath on top.
It's just,
so cute.
Beautiful, and I can tell by the look on everybody's faces.
It's phenomenal.
Yes.
It's so moist.
Thank you. They're already diving right in, and that's a good sign.
All right, now let's dive into how to make this.
So this cake is super easy to make. So first you do your wet ingredients. So we have buttermilk, sour cream, we have some eggs in there, we have some olive oil, or just vegetable oil, and then next we add in our molasses.
But you probably could use olive oil now that you mention it. It would just make it more moist, wouldn't it?
Yeah, just a little bit more stronger olive oil flavor, I suppose. But yeah, it would work for sure. But we want the star of the show to definitely be the molasses and the ginger and the cinnamon. So we're gonna add in our ginger here, of course, and then also our cinnamon. So all of our dry ingredients, notice I'm not even using a stand mixer, like super easy peasy right here.
Okay.
And so we have our wet ingredients, and then we're gonna add in our dry ingredients.
Ingredients.
Here's where the secret is to that moist, gorgeous cake.
What is that?
So this is flour, and it's also a spice cake mix. I know. Sometimes cake mix is like a swear word in the cake world, but you know what? It really brings it home.
I'll take that for you.
Thank you so much. It really is an awesome secret ingredient to make your cakes beautifully. They're moist, they're gorgeous, they come together perfectly every single time.
And it's layering the spices.
Yeah, layering the spices.
And then the spice
And you added in a ton of stuff to it, right? You have your sour cream, your buttermilk, all those other things to really make this a gorgeous cake.
Okay.
So you can split this up between two 8-inch rounds, or we can split it up into 3 6-inch rounds. So whatever size you want, it's all ready to go here.
Put in the oven. And baking depends on what pan you're putting it in.
Yes, of course. You bake it at 325 for 27-ish minutes, and then you get your gorgeous cake layers. You let them just come to room temperature, wrap them up, and then you crumb coat your cake with this gorgeous buttercream.
So let's go get our
crumb. Yep, we have it right here.
I'll open it for you.
Thank you, thank you.
It's phenomenal.
Magic of TV. We have this darling cake here. So here's our crumb-coated cake. It's chilled, so I can add on my buttercream here. And
is there a certain time that you have to chill it, or is it just depend?
I don't do it for too long. I usually do it for about less than 5 minutes.
Oh,
you really
fast.
don't have to do too long. And then you use your straight icing spatula to go around the side of the cake. And frosting a cold cake will change your life. It makes it so much easier to hold things together while you're frosting your cake. That way nothing is slipping around, nothing is moving around, and a lot of the cake is holding its structure really well.
And here's where the magic happens with Mandy, really. I mean, to watch her.
Watch her work.
It's like watching a beautiful ballet. Watching you ice the cake.
Oh,
It's so
thank you.
phenomenal.
And I know this is not as easy as you're making it look. I mean, I know because I've tried to do this recently, and it took me a lot longer.
You did? Oh my goodness.
Right now.
Okay, all right.
But I could do it, so I know I could tackle this.
The Instagram videos are a little deceptive. It doesn't look perfect the first time. We're working our magic in the background, so don't you worry about it. So I just use my cake icing scraper like this, just on the sides. That plus the turntable can really make a big difference in your cake decorating. So if you're gonna get some tools, I recommend those 2 things. And then also we have our angled icing spatula. To get those edges on the side, all you do is you just pull it in, and it gives you that cute little edge on there.
Perfect.
Yeah, and you just go around the whole thing. It's pretty.
Could I try one? Like
Yeah,
watching
please
you
do
do it,
it.
I'm like,
Yeah, so
I
grab
gotta
on that
prove
little edge.
how I
She's
cannot
gonna be
do
awesome.
this.
So grab right there, pull it in gently.
Oh, I
awesome.
did it, kind of.
Look at that.
A little
Look
bit.
at you
Okay,
go. All right.
Look at you. See, you're doing
I'm with you.
it.
I'm baking with confidence, guys.
Ellie's a pro, guys. She's already got the confidence in the bag.
Okay.
She's ready to
Did
go.
I totally mess up with
No,
okay.
it looks so great.
Okay,
She
good.
did awesome. She did really great. So now that we have our crumb coat is there, and then we have our final coat, we're gonna add on that white chocolate. I'm a sucker for the drip, guys. I love these drip cakes. It's
And I
just
love
so
that
much fun.
you use them in so many of your cakes and your videos.
It's always fun to echo what cake you have, kind of the flavors with your drip. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna add our little drip on the side. This drip looks like it was a little bit cooled, so it's kind of a thicker drip. But if you want to make your drip a lot thicker, what you can do is add more heavy cream, or what you can also do is you can
heat it up a little.
yeah, just heat it up a little bit. You just throw it in the microwave for just about like 10 seconds is all I would dare.
But look at how it just slowly drips down.
It slowly turns back into that gorgeous drip we have.
Now, while you continue to gorgeously drip that icing down the cake, we have to talk about the release of your very first cookbook, Mandy. Tell us about Cake Confidence.
Oh my gosh, guys, I am so excited. So this cookbook really is everything. It's been a really great adventure in Cake Land here. And it really is just that message that we talked about earlier about having cake confidence and being able to decorate all these beautiful cakes that you see on Instagram with ease and with finesse and not getting so frustrated about it. You can just follow those tips and tricks and also those easy recipes to be able to make it happen.
And tell us about some of those beautiful cakes that you're going to teach us how to
my goodness,
make and decorate. We have some pictures.
It's going to make you so hungry. So we have a key lime pie cake, and that one, it has like this gorgeous crust on the inside of it and key lime all throughout. And then also we have a lot of other cakes that I'm just in love with. I feel like every time people try it, it's their new favorite. So this one is my peach crisp cupcake. And what that one is it just like a peach crumble. So it has like vanilla bean buttercream. It has that peach on the inside. So, so yummy. And then also we have cinnamon roll cake.
Oh my goodness.
So of course we had to stick some cinnamon rolls right on top. And those cinnamon chips make a gorgeous drip. I love that cake. That's definitely a favorite one.
That's a breakfast cake, right?
Absolutely. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, all the above. So we have our drip on the cake.
And you put the icing all on top, too.
Icing on top. Normally what we do right here is we stick it in the freezer for about 2 minutes. That firms up this ganache that we added on top. And the ganache is just heavy cream and white chocolate chips. And what we're going to do is this is our Wilton 1M piping tip and some green buttercream. And we're going to pipe on that cute wreath. And the trick to this one is crisscross. So you're going to do one side and then crisscross right over the other. And it's called the braid, but I think it doubles really gorgeously as a Christmas wreath.
It's so soothing watching you do this.
It really is.
I know I tell you this every time, but I get so lost in your videos. And it's very calming for me.
I'm so glad you do. Some people say this is so therapeutic, and it's really just as fun for me as it is for them to watch. So I love just setting up a camera and making sure I take a video while I do it.
I feel like this is like a form of hypnosis or something, just watching this happen.
Yes.
And when I saw the wreath, I was like, there's no way that I can do that. Like, it just looked so intricate. But now that I'm seeing you do it, and again, I know you make it look easy.
I was like, do you want to try? I have one more.
I'll do one more.
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
so what
I'm
you
gonna
do,
mess up the cake right
it's
here.
It's going to be
right
perfect.
now.
So what you do is you just crisscross over, perfect, and then start right there and crisscross over to the last.
Look at that.
She did it, she did it.
That is
And then
so great.
to make it more of a Christmas wreath, of course, we have fresh cranberries that we just stick on top. So
How pretty
on
is
top.
that?
I didn't realize they were fresh.
They're fresh, so when you bite into them, it's pretty tart, but I think it balances out with the sweet.
It
of the
really
cake
does.
For sure. And then also,
So
look
beautiful.
at these. I feel like this is my favorite part. I have to sprinkle all the things. So
all
we
the
have these
things.
gorgeous little silver sphere sprinkles.
They
and
look
you
like
can just
ornaments.
stick them everywhere. It makes it just really
What do your
sparkly and
kids
fun.
think of this one?
They're in love with it. They love those ginger cookies I make, so when I made it into a cake, their eyes just got really wide and they were so excited, my little boys. So
No, they're your taste testers.
they really are, and they're so good. So it's really fun to share this cake, and it's just something special, and it has something gorgeous on the top, and just makes me think of Christmas all around.
Mandy,
So it's
you
fun.
make us think of Christmas, and it's really fun to share you with everybody.
just gonna
You're so
say.
lovely.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
Try it.
Take a bite. Take a bite.
Oh my gosh,
How
it's
good
so
was
good.
that? It's phenomenal.
That's so good. It's hard to take just a little bite too.
Well,
you want to take
I'm
like
fully aware of that. The plate's over.
they're all done with the bites.
You all can find this recipe on HallmarkChannel.com, and be sure to pick up a copy of Mandy's new book and visit bakingwithblondie.com.